that the wealthy are insulated from family problems. If you want to know what's unique about Sherry and Macmillan, look no further than the unique deep trust Sherry has with her clients, which allows her to share years of experience and wisdom when they have no one else to talk to.
But how is your son doing?
My son has addiction issues, and it's really hard to talk about, but our concern is when we pass or if something happens to us, that he will get his hands on a large sum of money, and we want to be able to protect him from. It's hard to talk about.
Are you being supported? Do you have counseling or friends, family you can rely on?
No, my ex-husband, I can't talk to him. He just turns a blind eye to everything, and I'm not that close with my family.
I don't know if you are aware, but over 1 in 4 families have this exact same issue. So, feel supported by being here, because we have a lot of people and a lot of wisdom to draw from. Both my grandfathers had addiction. One recovered, one didn't. And my own mother, she died very prematurely, around 54, and she was always utilizing various prescriptions. And it's a really sad and scary situation to find yourself as a family with addiction. But we have to craft the estate so that he doesn't have great access to funds, because that could actually take his life if we're not careful. One of the options that we have, for example, is to use a trust to own their home. And then that way you're not concerned as his parent and his mother that he's on the street, because that's always a fear that is occurring in the family. And so what we'll do is we can put the house in the trust, he can live there, but we won't give him the privilege of selling it to utilize those funds for drugs, for example. Depending on how you feel, is sometimes what we do is we create what is called an incentive trust. Let's say he can hold down his job because he is in recovery and he's doing well. Well, maybe we give him a trip at the end of the year as a reward for holding it together. It's a real life struggle, people that have addiction, and so we want to support that recovery and encourage the recovery. And so there's all kinds of wonderful things we can do. Does that seem to ring true for you?
That sounds amazing. I didn't know we could do anything like that, because that's my fear, is if something were to happen to myself or my ex-husband, or when we pass, the large sum of money or property would be handed over to him, and that scares me. So that is great. That's wonderful.
Fantastic. So let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses, because they will play into how we design and craft the solution for him. And addiction is quite manipulative, so we need to overcome where you see him have that pattern in the trust so that he can maneuver his way through the tools that we're trying to craft for him.